So let us watch. While we watch the prices, this is what I wanted to show you. I already did some price predictions, guys, on XRP, how it could launch $5. And I'm wondering, Elon Musk's AI makes shocking price
insane,
prediction.
and Elon Musk's AI is making...
And yeah, guys, I'm trading on 2-bit. Right now, I'm down 2.72%. I'm opening and closing trades based on these predictions. So it is a bit funny, but I am asking ChatGPT to make my trade. So it kind of can't decide at this point. It's pretty low. But I'm going to close this position and open another one. So I'm going to market sell this. And I'm going to open a short. And here's why. I'm first going to open a stop loss and do that. And see if XRP is going to be in our favor. So let's open a short. $5 and sell it. Let me go here. $5. It's funny because it's going down so fast. Like literally, it's going down so fast I can't even open it.
An absolutely insane prediction about the markets too. Listen, a lot of questions are circulating around from you guys right now. Are we in a bull market? Are we in a bear market? Is XRP going to go down to $1? Is Bitcoin going to correct down to 80,000, 60,000, or maybe even 50,000?
So yeah, you can see actually it's going towards a downtrend, and I will explain exactly what's happening here. And GROK will as well. This is the important factor that you guys are not seeing. We got to predict XRP prices using the technology we have.
$1,000 per coin. I mean, people have been losing their minds on social media lately, and I want to cut through a lot of the noise and provide you guys with the cold, hard facts, because I have some pretty solid confirmations with some deep dive analysis on what's actually going down. And GROK's deep analysis tool through AI is actually going to help us really pick apart and get through the noise and just look at...
This is the important factor. This is why I'm having a chart open next to it, like next to the video.
The facts in today's video. But first, I want to give an overview of what's happening and, just a reminder to all of you guys. And this is some important perspective. Bitcoin averages about 2 declines of 20% down every single year. Ether averages about 3 declines of 20% down or more per year.
So yeah, it seems like XRP even going down 30% is part of the cycle. It's pretty normal.
The S&P 500 averages 4 declines of 5%, and the NASDAQ averages about 5% or more about 4 times a year.
Guys, also, if you haven't heard, if you want to join my trading competition, I'm giving away, well, me and the exchange are partnering up to for traders to win 2,500 XRP. Link in the description below. Sign up to 2-bit and trade to earn massive XRP rewards with more info on what exactly it is. But it's a pretty amazing thing most people are not talking about.
You can see all of the major asset classes in the world go through these periods of large corrections.
So yeah, thanks. This is going to be a big thing. And I think in the future, like we're going to build a trading competition.
And generally speaking, if you were purchasing these assets after their larger corrections, then you're going to be doing extremely well. Now, I'll be backing that with some actual factual data, but we also have to remind ourselves, yes, we did just have Bitcoin go from around $100,000 per coin all the way down to 89,000, but now we've rebounded, and so is XRP. So is it.
This is the thing. Like sometimes you catch the falling knife. You're never sure until one whale buys the whole supply. This is the part I'm worried about XRP.
Ethereum, so is the rest of the market. XRP is now trading at 223, Bitcoin's now trading at 93,535, and Ethereum's at 3,155. Now, I want to look at Bitcoin real quick here because Bitcoin is still the leader of the market, and pretty much all other cryptocurrencies are still paired to Bitcoin to a certain degree. Bitcoin, if it is able to close above $95,000 by the end of this week, that's actually a very bullish sign and something that you guys...
I agree. Bitcoin needs to close above 100,000 in my opinion for XRP to really go up.
Can't sleep on. This is essentially what we're looking at. I'll get into exactly why, but there's some huge things happening in the crypto industry. And if we even are in a bear market, which some people are thinking we already are, it's not going to last for very long based off of what I'm seeing. Now, the US banking regulators say
Now, this might be true, but like instead of it lasting 3 years, might only last 1 year.
that banks can hold crypto to pay blockchain network fees. I mean, there's a lot of regulation developments happening there. We also have President Trump saying that the 2000 tariff dividend will be sent to Americans by mid-2026. I want you guys to keep that date in mind, mid-2026. If the bears are right and the bear run started in October, mid-2026, 6 months, perfectly aligns with when Trump is actually going to be handing out these tariff dividends. Really important to keep that in.
I mean, this would be nice. Mid-2026 is when we have the bear market over. This is something that I agree on. Guys, so I open up a short here just so you guys know at, on 2bit, link description below. But yeah, I am 40% up already and we do have stop losses as well. Let me set it up here because you don't want to be, caught with catching the falling knife, basically. So I think the support factor a lot of people are not considering. It's a pretty awesome thing that I'm seeing right now, 50% up. Let's go back to the video.
In mind. So I want to dive through what's going on with GROK here because there are some things from a technical perspective that definitely beg our attention. Okay. Basically, what I asked GROK to do was to analyze all previous death crosses, 50-week and 200-week moving averages, and geopolitical factors going on.
I'm kind of worried about the time now and the time then until it's going to be a pretty brutal bear market, but it's not going to be anything like of November 2022. That one was the worst when it was 77% sale.
On in the crypto bull run to tell me the likelihood that the bull run is over and where we will bottom out in the bear market for Bitcoin and XRP specifically. And so GROK gave a very important piece of information here. GROK said, no weekly 50 to 200 death cross has ever failed to mark the start of a major Bitcoin bear market. This is really important. It has never failed. In none of the previous bear markets has this indicator failed. In March 2014, the bear market bottom, January 2016, there was an 85% drawdown from the cycle all-time high, and it was marked by the start.
So yeah, these were pretty bad times. But we got to consider, will this same happen? Look at my trade over here already. Like, are we entering a bear market if I'm 122% on a short up?
25. Neither Bitcoin nor XRP is in a weekly 50 to 200 death cross situation. The 50-week SMA remains well above the 200-week SMA on both assets. The death cross news you're seeing refers to the daily chart, which is a short-term signal and has already happened 4 times this cycle.
So yeah, the death cross, we already saw it 4 times.
Alone without ending the bull run. So the cycle is structurally different though from previous cycles, and this is also important. We have massive institutional and ETF capital inflows, hundreds of billions in AUM.
This is the thing. Yeah, we do have institutions more. I mean, I am up on this trade like 2%. Amazing, but there's going to be a big problem because we are seeing another big issue here. And you know what the big issue is there's no retail. There is institution. There's just no retail. And I still don't see enough buys from the institution.
Now.
But this second part, this is true. Like, we're going to see what's going to change. Like, how is US going to support crypto, because it's still very early for that.
The Trump administration explicitly is pro-crypto policy, including the creation of the U.S. Crypto Reserve. That includes Bitcoin and XRP. This is direct government buying. And these two factors make a classic 80 to 85% bear market significantly less likely, in GROK's own words. And this is, I think, honestly a great point. I am in the wheelhouse of thinking that at most we see a 50 to 60% decline because of these sort of situations. Either way, though, whether it's 80% or 60%, it still does provide us an amazing opportunity to get in at extremely low prices before the stimulus comes in, as I was talking about back here.
This is something that I agree. I think that, a lot of people will sell, a lot of people will panic during this time until August or potentially June of 2026. This is going to be the big talk, and we're going to be seeing more about that next year. And again, this market cycle, it could be longer. It does not seem, especially if the stuff ends that we've been all talking about for 3-4 years, that I didn't want to even mention on YouTube because I could get demonetized. But a lot of people are calling for Bitcoin 300K, which could mean, theoretically $8 XRP is possible.
There's currently 68K for Bitcoin.
So I'm up 1.7% now on the trade while doing that. So with 2-bit, like this competition.
Bitcoin and rising. And that can mean that Bitcoin will bottom out around that level. The bottom line at this point in time is the bull market is not over. The weekly chart is still bullish. The geopolitical backdrop is the most favorable it's ever been in history. And the current dip is a high probability buying opportunity before the final leg goes higher.
I mean, this is going to be a good part. I'm still waiting for the big bear market, though.
Real cycle top is more likely in 2026 than 2025 based off of what we are seeing. Now, the reason why this is the case is because of how well the markets have recovered following this massive correction.
If Bitcoin can hold above 100,000, it's going to be a very good sign for XRP.
Discord.
So yeah, smash that like button, guys. I'll keep you guys more updated on this one. Exclusive event. Don't forget XRP rewards. Link in the description below. Win up to 2,500 XRP. If you're doing 40 million volume and you're a trader or just buying XRP, you can use 2-bit because I partnered up with them and you get a free 90 XRP upon 1 million trading volume. There's no tricks. There's no fluff. It's just how it works. There's also terms of service and trading is risky, but this is the important part which I'm seeing. So we do have another one from Levi Crypto over here. ChatGPT makes insane price prediction. And we asked ChatGPT for some price analysis. And I just closed in on a 5% profit just as I made this video. I feel like this is a pretty big red candle. It just can't find a bottom level yet. So sometimes I ask ChatGPT to make these trades. It's very advanced and it makes XRP price predictions. We can even ask about it now. It's a big thing in the crypto space. It's very important. It helps people save lives and in work. What do you think XRP price will be now? And you can just wait and see, and I'm going to open up a trade on that, and then we're going to watch Levi's video on that as well, because this is the thing. A lot of people, they don't understand the power of AI. It just puts up like 50 different things at once. And what I'm doing right now is basically a trading competition. If you guys didn't know, a lot of us traders are joining up and trading XRP or buying, because if you follow the market, even a cool exchange like 2-bit, we partner up Line Central, 2-bit, trade to earn massive XRP rewards. So I'll leave the link in the description below, guys, but first I'll open this trade. You lost the 220 area in the blue Tenkan line. Either draft a bit lower for the next support zone around the new lows just around here, roughly 2.18 or 2.815 on your chart, or make a weak bounce toward 2.19. I think a weak bounce is possible, so it's just going to be a very, very small bounce at this point. So I need to open a stop loss on this one as well. This is terrible. I did not do that, but always open your stop loss. Bam. So here we have it. We have the trade open. Let's just see what happens. And now we get into XRP making price predictions. So it made me price prediction that it could go either way. So drifting a bit lower for the next support zone. I think this could happen again. Yeah, it could drop further from here by the time this video is out. These is zone out exact numbers and don't rely on a 1 to 5 minute move to guess a future trend. Will it go up or down? What do you think? But I personally think, because there's so many red candles, like when you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles, you're definitely going to see some greens as well. So always remember, when a whale sells their XRP, there's always going to be another whale that's going to buy it.